No, dude, what the heck is that? No, dude, you see that? Oh my god.
Bro, jeez.
In the next video, we go to Russia, where a man was casually having a drink when something truly strange happened. Afterward, he said he had no idea how to make sense of it and never wanted to live in his house again. The incident took place at 11:16 a.m. on a Friday and left him confused for weeks. The cupboard in the room suddenly opened on its own, causing several mugs to fall to the floor. What made it even stranger was that none of them broke. They were made of the same material as most mugs, and normally, dropping one from that height would almost certainly cause it to shatter. The only possible explanation is that a ghost may have somehow guided them down gently instead of letting them crash. A man's wife had been hearing strange sounds outside their home in the forest late at night, but he didn't think much of it. That changed when he heard them himself. One night, he finally decided to find out what was making the noise.
What is that noise?
He saw the attic door swinging open and shut by itself, but found nothing inside. However, the strange activity didn't stop. Soon, loud noises started coming from the shed, as if something was moving around and making a racket inside.
Something is banging around and making noise in one of our sheds. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm gonna go check it out.
To his surprise, a strange figure was seen fleeing from the shed and disappearing into the woods. On another night, he heard more noises coming from the barn, where he managed to capture some eerie footage.
2 a.m. The wife just woke up, said she thought someone was playing in our back shed. I hope not, because it's almost falling apart. It wouldn't be very safe, but I'm gonna come out here and have a look around and see if any of the neighborhood kids are messing around or anything. I'll get quiet here for a second.
Scared, the husband rushed back to his house. There haven't been any further updates, which makes me wonder if the story is real. One night, Renee Brown was at home relaxing with her 1-year-old daughter, Maya. Suddenly, the little girl started behaving strangely.
Okay, so we're at home. It's just me and my daughter tonight. I don't know what is going on, but she is she's acting super weird. She keeps peering over the couch, and it looks like she's looking at something. What's wrong? Literally nothing there. What are you looking at? Oh my god. Oh.
Bye. Bye. Hi.
Hey. Hey.
이거. Hi.
Maya, what are you waving at? Okay, this is so bizarre. It's like she can see something and she's scared of it.
Little Maya looks upset and seems scared of something or someone across the room. She even waves goodbye, as if hoping it will go away. Her mom, Renee, says she has no idea why Maya was acting like that, especially since she has never done anything like it before or since.
I swear, I've never seen her act like that ever before. It honestly well and truly freaked me the F out. I was so scared. I was home alone.
Renee says, as far as she knows, no one has ever died in the house, and there haven't been any recent deaths in her family. However, she wouldn't mind if it was something paranormal, as long as the visitor was a certain spirit.
When I was Maya's age, well, I was 2, my daughter's 1, I lost my dad. He was 19 years old. He was very, very young. It was quite horrible, although I didn't understand it at my age that I was. But, I mean, if he was coming to visit her and say hello, happy days. That'd be beautiful.
What do you think was upsetting little Maya? And who or what was she waving at? Let me know your thoughts. A family was having a peaceful night in their cabin deep in the woods when strange noises from the trees suddenly broke the silence. As they went to check, they saw something unsettling.
Oh, there you go. Look over the side and see. There you go. We got something down here. All the way over. Nothing there. Probably the raccoons, because they live underneath this, right? I think they live underneath it. Over this side. Come on. Come on. Oh, look at that. Wow, no kitty. Oh, well.
Oh, it is a cougar, Dad?
No, it's...
It is a cougar.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
A fully grown mountain lion was just a few feet away, hiding behind the bushes. Even though it was so close, it didn't attack and eventually slipped back into the woods. The family was left feeling uneasy and alert about their surroundings. The footage you're about to see was recorded during the Chinese Ghost Festival, a time when spirits are believed to be most active. Xiaolong, the creator of the video, purposely chose to visit a haunted location on this day, hoping to capture undeniable proof of the supernatural. But what he experienced that night was far more terrifying than he ever expected.
操你妈！
As Xiaolong ventured further into the building, he came across a disturbing sight. The stairs were covered in blood. The eerie discovery left him uneasy. While trying to make sense of the situation, a large iron plate suddenly crashed down from above, nearly hitting him. And it's rare for spirits to physically harm someone, making this moment even more terrifying. But the worst was yet to come. After escaping the room where the iron plate had fallen, Xiaolong began hearing strange knocking sounds. He traced the noise to a door. At first, it seemed like any ordinary door, but he couldn't ignore the urge to open it. What was waiting on the other side?
"里边还有走道声。符咒在底下，你妈逼的出来！ 我操你妈！这里这么臭啊！
Inside the room, Xiaolong found a bathtub filled to the top with blood. The sight left him shocked. Despite his fear, his concern for others pushed him to step closer, wondering if someone might be inside and in need of help. To his horror, he spotted a hand-like shape submerged in the blood. However, it disappeared almost as soon as he saw it. Was this the presence of a spirit? What do you think? A man and his friend came across something unusual in the woods. They noticed movement ahead and decided to film it with their phones, capturing a dark figure coming out of the forest.
Dude, do you see that? No, dude, what the heck is that? No, dude, you see that? Oh my god. Dude, Bryson, tell me you don't see that. What is that? Ellie, come on.
They seemed both confused and scared by the shadowy figure, as they had no idea what it was. The figure looked like a person, but was completely black. Could it be a ghost, or maybe another creature like Bigfoot living in the area? What do you think? A mom was at home watching The Little Mermaid, while her husband and kids went to get McDonald's for dinner. She was hungry and excited for the food, but just 7 minutes after they left, something really scary happened. She later said it was so frightening that she became afraid to stay home alone. The clip shows why this was such a terrifying experience. While watching The Little Mermaid, as Ariel's voice was being taken away, strange and creepy things started happening around the house. Items began moving on their own, which was unsettling enough, but it was even scarier since it happened during such a dark and eerie part of the movie. The mother tried to turn off the TV, but for some reason, the remote wouldn't work. The strange events went on for another 10 minutes until her family returned home. As soon as they walked in, everything suddenly stopped. She showed them the video of what happened, but none of them could explain what they had seen that night. In the video, Rasmus, a young Russian man, woke up during the night to an unusual noise. He was confused since his family should have been sleeping. Unable to identify what was making the sound, he became stressed and frustrated. Determined to solve the mystery, Rasmus got out of bed and tracked the noise to the closet. What he discovered there was completely unexpected.
Время 2:30 ночи, а мы только начинаем веселиться. Проснулся от стука из шкафа. А это одна сторона, левая дверца, слегка приоткрывается и стучит. Не знаю, видно, не видно. хуйня, ребята.
The closet door was opening and closing by itself for a while, so Rasmus finally looked inside. He didn't find anything strange, no people or surprises. All he saw were clothes hangers swinging back and forth, which was weird because the doors had been completely closed. There was no wind or anything that could explain it. Rasmus knew something or someone must have been in that closet, but he would never find out what it was. In this video, a woman is riding her bike down a street in Brazil when suddenly something completely unexpected happens. This woman wasn't seriously hurt. She falls off the bike right behind that post, and then somehow the bike shoots up into the air. This was sent in as a paranormal video, but it's possible the bike got caught on a cable or something. Still, that doesn't explain how it flew 50 feet into the air. What do you think? In this clip, TikTok user Gloricris7 was on a bus when they spotted something unusual. The video quickly went viral, with thousands of comments trying to make sense of it. Some joked about a zombie outbreak, while others referenced the horror thriller The Substance, saying Sue didn't respect the balance. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Harry and Sarah, a young couple who had been together for 6 months, were stepping into adulthood and decided to rent a house together. Sarah had always wanted a cat, but Harry was against it. He thought their dog wouldn't get along with one and felt it wasn't needed. This led to some disagreements, but neither of them could have expected what was coming next.
Hello?
Oh my god!
One day, they heard weird sounds from the basement, with the door opening and closing by itself. Sarah rushed out of her room thinking Harry was pranking her, but was surprised by what she saw. Harry said hello to whatever was making the noise, and then something suddenly ran toward him. Sarah got really scared and told Harry they needed to lock the basement and stay away from it. Harry didn't listen though. 2 days later, when Sarah wasn't home, he went back down to the basement anyway. Once again, he heard strange noises, including what sounded like a ball dropping. Feeling bold, he went down into the basement, but just like before, something chased him. Since then, Harry and Sarah have kept the basement door locked at all times, though they still hear occasional banging from inside. They've decided to move out once they start a family, and after everything they've experienced, it's easy to see why. Let's talk about something that happened during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. On June 23, 2020, security camera footage captured an unusual event inside a small shop. Employees were busy restocking toilet paper, which was in extremely high demand at the time. The workers were getting ready for a wave of customers, but before the rush began, something completely unexpected happened.
Fíjate, es que no hay nadie. Se cae. Y después sale Tao.
Ya me los pusieron mal.
¿Tú crees que los hayan puesto mal?
Se los va a sacar así solo.
Y de ahí sale Alicia. Yo no creo que se hayan caído solos.
Pues se cayeron solos, o sea.
In the video, you can see toilet paper suddenly falling off the shelf onto the floor. There were no nearby movements, no vibrations from people walking, nothing. It seemed like the paper just fell on its own. There was no logical explanation. A few years ago, a family purchased a home built in the 1850s, hidden deep in a forest in North Wales. Ever since then, strange things have been happening. In the video, the men are seen carefully placing a pig into a sealed well and covering it with a heavy rock. Just as one of them begins to move the rock, something unexpected happens. A strange noise, resembling a child screaming, suddenly fills the air. Despite the unsettling sound, he continues lifting the rock a little more, and once again, the eerie scream echoes around them. The entire situation feels eerie, making you wonder what could be causing the sound. Dan, a well-known TikToker who explores nature and wildlife, was driving home on his usual route. Everything seemed normal until he spotted a trash bag on the side of the road. At first, he thought it was just litter and stopped to pick it up, but as he got closer, he realized this wasn't just an ordinary bag of garbage.
Holy. Dude, I stopped to pick up what I thought was just a bag of trash on the side of the road. That is not a normal bag of trash. I cannot even describe the smell. Oh, what the hell? What the f is going on with that?
As Dan got closer to the bag, an uneasy feeling came over him. Something didn't seem right. What looked like a regular trash bag from a distance felt much more disturbing up close. He didn't open it, but whatever he saw left him deeply unsettled. When he shared the moment on TikTok, viewers were immediately intrigued, all wondering the same thing: what was inside the bag?
So I did call the cops last night and let them know what I saw, where I saw it. They took my info and said they'd call me if they needed me. I'm driving right now to go see if it's been moved or anything, and it has not been touched. That's the only update I got. Sorry.
In a follow-up video, Dan said he called the police to report what he found. They told him they would investigate, but nothing ever happened. However, if you look closely at the footage, you can see something disturbing. Two paws sticking out of the bag and the shape of a dog beneath the plastic.
Well, I'm almost positive I'll regret this, but I'm gonna go check it out, and if no one's touched it, I'll open it. Well, the good news, if you can call it that, is it was an animal of some kind. I don't know. I wish I didn't do that. That was disgusting.
Dan's worst fears came true. Inside the bag was a helpless animal, cruelly dumped on the side of the road and left to suffer. It's heartbreaking to think someone could do something so awful, and even worse, to wonder why. This next clip shows a factory employee finishing up by organizing boxes to make things easier for the morning crew. He was just trying to help, but something strange made his night a lot harder. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened.
Lo único que tengo como apoyo pues es mi propia cámara para grabar, porque no hay nada que me pueda ayudar a demostrar que aquí hay algo, porque realmente sí lo hay. Sí lo hay. No quiero especular, pero es que cada vez esos golpes, esos sonidos. ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Cabrón! ¡Ay, no mames, no mames! ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Ay, güey! Uf. Tranquilo, tranquilo, todo está bien. Todo está bien, todo está en orden. No hay nada. No hay nada.
For some reason, a piece of equipment used to move boxes started spinning on its own. When the worker noticed, he was terrified. He ran around the factory trying to find a logical explanation, but saw nothing unusual. Still, he couldn't shake the feeling that something unseen was behind it. Being deeply religious and believing in the supernatural, he quickly considered the possibility of paranormal activity. It's safe to say he prayed a little harder that night. Now let's look at some footage taken on a cold winter night, the kind of night where the quiet air and icy chill make everything feel even creepier. It was 2 a.m. when this video was recorded in a large, empty farm field. You might wonder why anyone would be out there so late, but that remains a mystery. What we do know is that the strange events caught on camera are truly baffling. At first, the video seems calm and ordinary, just an empty field on a cold winter night. But as it goes on, things start to feel uneasy. Around 2 minutes and 12 seconds in, a figure appears standing inside an abandoned house in the distance. The person filming later went to check out the house, but when they went inside, no one was there. However, something very strange was caught on camera shortly after. Watch closely. Behind one of the windows, a pair of eyes can be seen staring out at the person filming. They didn't notice it at the time, but when they reviewed the footage later, they were shocked. The eyes disappeared into thin air just moments after appearing. It's a mystery that has left many people confused. Was it just a trick of the light, or was there something more disturbing at play? The questions remain unanswered. Paul, known as Mixed Breed Entertainment on YouTube, was a happy guy who loved his dog. They were always together, with Paul taking good care of the dog and getting love in return. For a while, Paul noticed weird things happening in his house, but didn't really investigate. He recorded some videos of strange events, but didn't do anything about them. This changed in the upcoming clip. At 1 p.m., Paul was in his bedroom making a video for his followers about spirits and paranormal experiences. While talking about hauntings, something happened that really tested how brave he was.
We caught some stuff on the spirit box and stuff like that, but it's just been stuff like that. Did you just see that? Did you see that? This drawer. What? Oh my goodness. This drawer just opened all by itself. You seen that, didn't you? You seen that, didn't you? And now,
This unsettling disturbance was the final straw for him. It seemed he had finally reached his limit with these strange occurrences. The timing made it even more terrifying, as he was talking about spirits when something made its presence known in an instant. Hopefully, Paul has been able to move on from the experience and find some peace since then. In this video, a family just moved into a new house and found something scary. They discovered an open Bible and blood in the dining room soon after moving in. Later, neighbors told them that a doctor and his wife used to live there, a couple who were private and never had guests over. The woman in the family recorded several strange things happening in the house. In the video, a dog is sitting in a cage, and something seems to be trying to open the door. If you look closely at the left side of the cage, it looks like someone is attempting to let the dog out. What do you think is going on here? On a cold winter night, two men went to visit their grandma's grave at the local cemetery. She had passed away 3 years earlier, and their family had a tradition of honoring loved ones on the anniversary of their passing. It was a way to remember them and feel close to them. Nothing strange had ever happened during these visits, until that night, while at their grandma's grave. Something unsettling took place that made them question everything. They weren't sure if they had encountered her spirit, but what happened next was undeniably strange.
No cierra esta puerta, miren lo que pasó.
Sí, se mira bien ahí va. Si estás aquí con nosotros, manifiéstate. Queremos verte. Queremos saber que estás aquí. Mira, mucho, muy mucho. ¿Lo viste?
Sí, se cerró. ¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
Uy. ¿Quién eres? Se cerró la puerta, güey. Se acaba de cerrar la puerta, neta, se miró bien clarito que se cerró. Mira. ¿Hay alguien aquí adentro?
¿Quieres jugar con nosotros?
Niño, ¿dónde estás?
¿Quieres jugar con nosotros?
Mira, güey. Mira.
Está moviendo más.
Güey, ¿qué? Se está moviendo, güey. No manches, güey, se está moviendo. Mira, pues no hay nada, güey. Mira, ay. Niño, ¿en qué parte te encuentras?
Suddenly, the fence around their grandma's grave opened on its own, startling the men. At first, they were scared and ready to run, but then they decided to stay, thinking it could be their grandma's spirit visiting them. For a brief moment, everything was still and silent, as if nothing had happened. But then, strange noises echoed through the cemetery. To this day, the men believe they may have encountered their grandma's spirit, but they can never be sure. Whatever happened that night left them deeply unsettled. If you drive, you've probably seen an ambulance on the road at some point, but have you ever noticed something strange about one? That's exactly what happened to a TikTok user named Jorgelina Pinheiro while driving in Argentina. She spotted something sticking out of an ambulance, something that clearly shouldn't have been there. Take a look.
Ahí toca, mira. No, burla. Una mano arrastrando. Está loco, está.
For some reason, a lifeless human hand can be seen hanging out of the ambulance as it drives down the road, completely unaware of the situation. Despite Piñero's repeated honking, there was no reaction. The video is deeply unsettling, serving as a reminder of how unpredictable life can be. It also leaves many wondering about the full story behind what they just saw. In the video you're about to see, a man was out fishing for enjoyment, having a relaxing time on the water. But when he returned to his campsite, something unsettling happened. The area had a public unisex restroom open to anyone passing by. He was alone, soaking in the outdoors. But as he got back to camp, he heard a noise that made his heart pound.
Yo, what the f- What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
The sudden, unexplained noise shook the fisherman, who was used to the peacefulness of the wilderness. Despite his fear, he gathered his courage and decided to check it out, thinking someone might need help. But when he stepped inside, he found nothing. The eerie silence in the empty bathroom only added to his confusion and fear. What could have caused that terrifying scream? Next, we turn our attention to Roland, a man who has been dealing with paranormal activity for a long time. He has shared many clips showing strange occurrences in his home. Roland's story is filled with ongoing supernatural events, and the next video is yet another glimpse into his eerie experiences.
What in the hell is that?
There's something up there.
I don't know what the hell's going on in here. I heard something over here and then over there. All right, I feel something in the air right here. My bike looks like it has been moved. It looks like something. What the hell is that? All right, something just fell over here.
Is there a spirit in here that just made something fall? Was there a spirit that moved my bike?
What in the hell?
Keep hearing something.
It's outside. I'm gonna get hurt. It's outside, but I'm gonna try to get out there fast. Oh, shoot. All right, I just heard something. It's like a whistle. It's like somebody was whistling out here. Legit, somebody just whistled. What in the hell?
Roland was in his garage searching for a toolbox when he accidentally caught something scary on camera. While moving the camera around, he saw a spirit interacting with his bike, which made him uncomfortable. It looked like the spirit was examining the bike or trying to communicate with him. This creepy experience left Roland feeling frightened and disturbed about the unseen presence in his home. The strange activity continued after this. Objects moved by themselves, and shadowy figures appeared to follow him. Let's hope he finds a solution to this situation. A creepy CCTV recording from a hospital in Situbondo, East Java, has left viewers unsettled after capturing something strange. First shared on Instagram by Memamedsos, the spooky footage quickly spread across Indonesian social media, with many believing it to be a supernatural occurrence. The hospital staff was puzzled by the video. Some thought a gust of wind might have moved the chair, but others argued that its movement seemed too precise to be accidental. Hospitals have always been linked to ghost stories and spiritual activity, likely because of the many deaths and strong emotions that happen there. Many Indonesian social media users believe the moving wheelchair could be caused by a restless spirit or an unseen presence. Since many Indonesians believe in spirits and the supernatural, the video quickly went viral. It also fueled existing urban legends about hospitals being full of lingering souls, making it one of the most talked about paranormal clips in recent months. The next video shows Regine and her sister dealing with strange things at home. One night, Regina woke up to strange noises. As she looked around, she saw something behind the closet watching her. Suddenly, the closet door swung open, and Regina and her sister ran to hide. Another night, they heard a cat meowing inside the house, but they had no pets. The sound sent chills down their spines. In the footage, something moves in the dark, something not human, imitating a cat. Terrified, they ran.
Coco, ¿estás ahí? Coco, ¿estás ahí? Coco, ¿estás ahí? Vente. Voy afuera, que estamos viéndolo. ¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato. ¿Qué pasó? ¡Ay, qué es eso! Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Quién eres? Te estoy grabando, ¿quién eres? ¿Por qué estás aquí en mi casa? ¿Tú no eres un gato? Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa. ¡Ay! No manches, ¿qué es eso, Regina? Se abrió la puerta. ¡Ay, güey! Se me abrió la puerta. Vámonos.
They said they called the police to look into it. When the officers arrived and checked everything, they found no sign of anyone breaking in. I knew it had to be a ghost. On October 13, 2023, Miguel was having one of the best days of his life. What started as an amazing day quickly became something terrifying. Everything seemed great until an eerie presence changed it all. Miguel was enjoying his perfect day, but in an instant, everything shifted. What began as a simple gust of wind soon turned into a chilling paranormal encounter.
Son casi las 3 de la mañana. Escuché a alguien, pero literalmente llamándome. Acá. Ahí está. No sé si se escuchará. Literalmente creo que me llamaron por mi nombre. Yo estaba medio dormido. No les voy a mentir. Me da miedo. Voy a tratar de captar. Es como mi método de defensa, ¿viste? Quiero ver si... si se ve algo, ¿no? Ay, mira. Esto que está acá me pasa siempre. Eso lo... pasó. Se hizo la concha. No sé si llega. Andate, hijo de puta. Andate. Sos hijo de puta.
At first, Miguel thought the objects were moving because of the wind, but as things continued, it became clear that something much more unsettling was happening. Just as he decided to go back inside, he saw a tall, oddly shaped shadow figure appear in front of him. It was terrifying, and his instincts kicked in. He grabbed a pot and threw it at the figure, but it went right through, hitting the shed door behind it. The shadow disappeared soon after, leaving Miguel completely shaken. The experience still lingers in his mind to this day. A woman named Tracy works at a mid-size hotel in Pekin, Illinois. Recently, she mentioned that several hotel guests have been complaining about the same room.
Okay, so I'm here at work tonight, and we have workers that come here that work on the railroad. I checked in 5 of them, and the second floor is where they usually go because that's where all the king suites are at. Well, they're all saying, please don't put me in room 205. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with 205? And not one of them would tell me what was wrong with 205. So, how about me and you, all of us, go up to room 205 and see why no one wants to rent that room.
So, Tracy records as she heads up to inspect the hotel's mysterious room 205.
Okay, walking up there now. Going up the steps. All right. It's like really cold in here though. Like really cold. And the air's not even on. I mean, I don't see anything. So maybe we can sit. Yeah, the air and stuff's not on. Maybe sit in the dark. See if we can hear something. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna probably lose all my views for my people watching, but okay, let's do this. Oh, God. All right, no, I'm out.
Tracy soon discovers why room 205 has so many complaints. The room feels unnervingly cold, and when she turns off the lights, a faint, eerie voice whispers from the darkness.
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, no, I'm out. Okay. I guess I just got my answer. Oh, my God. Going back to the front.
After many requests from viewers, Tracy says that despite being scared by the experience, she plans to return and investigate the room again soon. Graveyards are often linked to death, loss, and the supernatural. Many believe they are prime spots for paranormal activity, as they are the final resting place for countless souls. The next video was filmed in a graveyard and captures something unusual, a ghost appearing on camera. Take a look.
¿Alguna entidad, algún demonio este lugar? Quiero que me hagas un ruido y estás aquí conmigo. Solamente queremos ahí te encuentras con nosotros. Te estoy invocando y estás aquí conmigo. Solamente quiero saber que estás aquí conmigo. Ay, ya madre, no mames. Uy, oh madre, no manchen. Uy, oh madre. Uy, yo sé que te encuentras aquí. Yo sé que te encuentras en este lugar, queremos verte. Yo sé que te encuentras aquí. Ay, me dio miedo. Solamente queremos saber quién eres, qué es lo que necesitas. ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? Vieron, amigos.
As the camera moves toward a door in the graveyard, it suddenly swings open by itself. The eerie creaking sound adds to the unsettling moment, but what's even stranger, there was no one there. The area behind the door was empty. The unexplained movement made it seem like something unseen was at work. Realizing that the door moved on its own with no visible cause was enough to give anyone chills. The man filming was shaken, and it's safe to say he did not enjoy the experience. Kids' songs are usually happy and soothing, but sometimes these innocent songs can feel creepy, especially at night when one starts playing by itself in a quiet house. This video shows one of these scary, unexplained moments.
No. No. No, no puede ser, no. 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 ¿Qué? ¿Me vas a comer? No, me vas a comer. Me vas a comer bien la pija, ¿sabes? Actividad paranormal. Y 2 huevos, Ahí va. Tuki, Ahí está. Perfecto, ahí está. Actividad paranormal, la verga. No, chupame.
A toy started playing Baby Shark in a weird, creepy way that made the room feel cold. The person got so scared they took the toy outside. Then things got worse. The toy started knocking on the door. The person stopped filming, thinking it might make things worse. The knocking lasted 17 minutes before stopping. The night was peaceful after that, and they threw the toy away, which upset their daughter. They bought her a new toy the next week, but worried it might be haunted too. After a quiet week, the man thought the house was free of spirits and turned off the air purifier he'd been using for protection. Just 3 hours later, something bad happened.
Vaya, estaba escuchando unos ruidos que venían de la pieza acá. ¿Qué mierda? Esto siempre tiene que pasar a la noche, hermano. Siempre tiene que pasar a la noche, brother. ¿Vos qué onda? ¿Vas a hablar ahora vos? ¿Vas a hablar? No vas a hablar. No sé la verdad. ¿Qué decir? Mira, escúchame. Punto número uno. Si vos pensás que me va a asustar cerrando y abriendo puertita, me podés comer bien los huevos, ¿está? Punto 2. Si te gusta abrir y cerrar puertita, me podés limpiar los platos, barrer un poquito, ¿sí? Y punto 3, me voy a dormir y te vas a dejar de romper la pelota, ¿estamos? Es increíble. Bueno, bienvenidos a mi sitcom.
The man suddenly realized his daughter was missing. Panicked, he searched every room, calling her name, but she was nowhere to be found. When he reached her room, the door suddenly slammed shut by itself, startling him. The strangest part was that no one was inside when he opened it. Confused and shaken, he didn't know what to think. Desperate for answers, he went to his ex-wife's house, wondering if she had taken their daughter, but she wasn't there either. Frustrated and worried, he returned home, only to find his daughter lying peacefully on her bed, as if nothing had ever happened. Children's toys are normally fun and harmless objects that make kids happy. But the next video shows how a normal toy can turn into something scary.
Hola amigo, soy Max 2, el camión remolque. Puedo remolcar hasta 200 libras. Hola, soy Max. Gusto en conocerte. Puedo remolcar
video, a man walks into a room and sees a toy car suddenly move to the side. The strange part is that the car wasn't made to move on its own and didn't have any batteries. Even more unsettling, it made noises that shouldn't have been possible for a toy without power. The man was disturbed by what he saw and immediately thought something supernatural was behind it. While no one can say for sure if he was right, one thing is certain: the toy truck is now gone, most likely removed from the house because of its eerie behavior. In the next video, a group of paranormal investigators is in the living room of an estate. As they try to communicate with the spirits, their equipment suddenly starts reacting. Moments later, they hear strange noises.
It's a squeaky noise, and I'm sure I just saw that. What is that?
Just seconds later, the bear suddenly starts moving.
Tell me if I'm seeing things.
What?
Whoa! Jeez. I was pointing it, I saw it! I saw it out the corner of my eye. I was facing it. The camera was facing it, I got that.
Its slight movements genuinely startle the team. They mentioned that this has happened multiple times.
Yeah, again, I don't know if I was... Yeah, oh my... It's gonna fall in a minute, you're gonna...
What do you think? Did the team capture paranormal activity in the estate, or was it all set up? You're not the only one stuck waiting forever at the DMV. Some have been there so long they've died of boredom. Literally. A spooky video shared by YouTuber El Gap Terror has been making waves in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. However, the source of the footage remains unknown. This man may not be at the DMV, but what he catches on camera in a waiting room is bizarre and unexplainable. According to the video, he was waiting for his sister at school when he randomly decided to start recording. A shadowy, see-through figure suddenly appears right in front of the man filming. Is the camera refocusing, making a figure briefly appear, or is something else lurking there? I wouldn't stick around to find out. The next video comes from a Mexican TikToker named Jesus Gamboa, who works as a trucker for an unknown company. The footage shows him walking around his truck, and at first, everything seems normal, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Watch closely as Just moves around the truck. Something unexpected is about to happen.
I love it.
Did you see it? If you look closely, you can spot a strange figure lurking behind the wheel of Jesus' truck. Unfortunately, there's no background information provided, and no updates have been posted since, so we may never know what happened next. But if you're a trucker, you might want to remember this video the next time you finish your shift for the day. This video was found on TikTok. A man was at home with his dogs making dinner. It seemed like a normal evening, but something unexpected happened. After a few seconds, an object on the table suddenly moved and fell. The owner, worried about what had happened, reviewed his surveillance footage. That's when he found another strange event. Let's take a look. In one of the windows, a shadowy figure can be seen. The man mentioned that his son often said he saw someone near that window, but every time he checked, no one was there. Was it a figure or just a trick of the light? 2 Japanese men were approached by a real estate agent offering them an unbelievably cheap deal, a massive house priced well below its actual value. The men, who ran a YouTube channel called Japanese Horror Entertainment, immediately felt something was off. Since they often explored haunted locations and documented their experiences, they suspected the house had a dark past. Their instincts were right and they decided to investigate. The footage, recorded around 3:30 a.m., was later uploaded to their channel, sparking a lot of reactions. At one moment, a creepy face appeared against the glass of the door, making the men stop in shock. They caught sight of the eerie image, but as one of them moved toward the door, the face disappeared into thin air. The whole experience was unnerving and reinforced their belief that the house was haunted. A chilling Instagram reel posted by Hanefish Keeper has left viewers unsettled. The eerie footage, first shared on January 2nd, 2025, quickly went viral, gaining tens of thousands of likes and sparking a heated debate about what might be lurking below. With no clear answer, people began speculating about the creature's identity. Orca, killer whale. Many pointed out that orcas are known to play with their prey, sometimes leaving dead fish floating before eating them. A discussion on r/thalassophobia also noted that orcas often kill prey without eating it right away. Shark. Some guessed it could be a great white or tiger shark since the carcass appeared to be nudged as if tested by a top predator, giant crocodile. A less popular theory suggested a crocodile, as they are ambush hunters that stalk prey from below. A few users joked about the possibility of a prehistoric or undiscovered sea creature lurking in the depths. The true identity of the creature remains a mystery, but its size and the eerie nature of the moment have made this one of the most unsettling ocean videos in recent memory. The next video shows a group of teenage boys who decided to explore an abandoned hospital to see what they could find. However, they would soon regret their choice after realizing what they had unknowingly captured in a photo they sent to a friend.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Felipe Burne. Son las... ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es? La 1:08. La 1:08.
While they were inside the hospital, nothing seemed strange at first, but at the 34-second mark in their video, a mysterious figure appeared in front of them before vanishing into thin air. They didn't notice it at the time, but their friend pointed it out later, making them feel even more uneasy. one visit was enough to convince them they didn't want to take any more chances. Another interesting video shows CCTV footage of a strange figure that looks like a ghost. The camera is recording the front of a house when suddenly a mysterious shape appears and moves past the home. The video shows the strange figure moving fast in front of the house. Its quick, darting movement looks creepy. The footage suggests it might be a ghost caught on camera. The video asks what you think about this spooky sighting. This video shows a woman reviewing her home's CCTV footage. One of the cameras captures something strange. One night, she casually checks the recordings and notices a white object appear on the screen. She then decides to film it with her phone.
Ini apa ya? Kita tanya teman-teman kita yang Indihome.
In the video, we see the woman recording the CCTV monitor, where one camera captures an odd white shape moving as if it's floating. Upon closer look, the object appears to be a ghostly figure. Confused by what she sees, the woman wonders what this entity could be, as it's invisible to the naked eye but visible on the camera. Chelsea Luna and her friend James go ghost hunting in an old haunted tunnel from the 1920s. At 18 minutes and 7 seconds, they capture a creepy shadow figure. Many people believe this is a real ghost sighting, but I think it's just Chelsea's finger while she was pointing at something. If you look closely, you can see the rest of her hand just a split second before it happens. So, I think this scary ghost sighting was an accident and not real. A strange, shadowy creature was recently spotted on a dash cam in Falmouth M, and it's worth looking into. The all-black shape moves quickly in front of the vehicle for just a second and then disappears, seemingly faster than any animal could move. I'm not sure what this sighting could be, but I'm thinking it could either be a wildcat, a paranormal mist, or something else entirely. I wouldn't be surprised if that part of the road is haunted. This video, taken by a home security camera, shows a strange event. The owner says a creepy clown was seen outside their house and was recorded on camera. The clown, holding a balloon, acted strangely, especially while looking at the CCTV. This creepy act makes people wonder if the clown is just playing a prank or something more dangerous. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. After doing a harmless face swap, things took a creepy turn when one friend stepped out of the frame. This allowed an invisible force to swap faces with the remaining person. The swapped face looked demon-like, which made the guy whose face was swapped turn around, searching for the paranormal being. Many people in the comments found this unsettling. If something like this happened in a dream, it could mean the dream has turned into a nightmare. A climber shared a chilling experience in a video capturing a terrifying moment during his trek. As he made his way along the route, he suddenly became panicked and confused, hinting that he may have come across something strange earlier. Then, out of nowhere, a ghostly figure appeared right in front of him. The video shows his hesitation as he struggles with confusion. Overwhelmed by fear, he quickly retreats from the area. However, since the clip is short, the true nature of the incident remains a mystery. In this video, filmed in an old creepy house, TikToker Lil Saya gets the feeling that something is watching him. As he looks around carefully, he catches something truly terrifying.
Hey. Yee.
A creepy face stares at him through a crack in the door. He quickly rushes to check, but there's no one there.
Bismillah.
As Lil Saya starts to leave, loud banging echoes from the door, forcing him to cut his exploration short.
Huh? سمعت الصوت؟ صوت الباب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اسمع صوت الصراخ. اسمع. طب وين الكتاب؟
Many believe it could be a ghost, possibly a sinister spirit from Arabic folklore. Mihaela Claudia P., a Romanian travel vlogger, documents her adventures worldwide. In this footage, she explores the infamous Hoia Baciu forest in Transylvania, a place known for mysterious disappearances. This eerie location has even drawn the attention of shows like Ghost Adventures and Destination Truth. As night falls and the forest turns silent, Mikola starts feeling like she's not alone under the towering trees.
That crazy to walk alone in the so-called most haunted forest in the world, and I'm very scared of wild animals. I have to admit I'm terrified, and I do not know where the exit is. I'm a bit lost as well. Basically they told me that the legend says that a shepherd went into the forest with the sheep and he never came out. That's the actual legend, and that's why this forest has this fame of the most haunted, because he went in and he never came back. And yes, you saw the footage with the sheep. That's a skull, a sheep skull that you saw. And if you don't believe me, you can check yourself the legend. What the hell is that? I'm sure I can hear something. I'm terrified. What the hell is going on? Okay.
Did you catch that? As Mikola keeps walking, the sound of footsteps seems to get closer and closer.
Honestly, I'm terrified. What the hell is going on? Okay.
Just before she fully realizes the footsteps, a dark figure briefly appears behind her. Mikola makes it to her car safely, but the real shock comes the next morning when she reviews her footage. That same mysterious figure is visible in the background, making her question if the eerie legends about Hoia Baciu are more than just stories. What do you think? Was Mikola being followed by something supernatural, or is there another explanation hiding in the shadows? Ian is investigating a cemetery from 1886, once the burial site of Colonel William Marshall's warhorse, Dawn, later turned into a public cemetery believed to be haunted. Visitors report hearing galloping sounds and seeing hoofprints at night. During his investigation, Ian hears strange voices calling his name and unexplained banging sounds. One eerie moment near a mausoleum features an unexpected light. Even stranger, Ian notices the angel statues seem to have shifted as if watching him.
Take a sledgehammer to get in there. Kind of makes me wonder why they would seal it. Like, what reason would they have to do that? I don't know. It's pretty weird. Whoa, what was that? Hello? Hello? Okay. I just heard something right ahead of me here. Are you the spirit that haunts this mausoleum? Are you over here? Give me a sign if you're here. Okay, that was over here. Hello? Hello? There's nobody. I keep hearing like footsteps walking around this. Where'd you go? I'm hearing you. It sounded like a man's voice. It came from this way. over by these tombstones. Is there someone over here? Okay, holy... I heard that loud and clear. Holy... That was right behind me. Are you a spirit that is attached to one of these graves? Oh, whoa. Holy moly. That was just an orb. It just floated across this tombstone. He's gone now. He's completely gone. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was a loud bang. It came from in here. I could literally hear it echoing. Hello? Is someone in here? Whoa. This thing just made a noise. What the heck? Dude, what the heck? This thing's making weird noises. I'll try to snap a photo of it. Whoa, weird. Dude, there's like a bunch of orbs all around it. What the heck? There's orbs floating everywhere. All around this thing. Whoa, whoa, what the? Did that just move? That freaking angel just turned and looked at me. Do you see that? It's looking right at me. I'm actually really creeped out by this. I do not want to go towards it. Would you be able to move it again? If so, touch the green light. Ooh, okay, okay. Let's see if it moves. What? What? Did you see that? Holy shit, it just moved again. Hello? Whoa, dude, I just heard rustling. What was that? It came from this grave over here. Who's over here? I mean you no harm. Oh, weird. This grave is like buried in the trees. You can't even see it. There it is. Grove. It's definitely a fitting name. Was that you who moved these bushes? Oh, jeez! Oh! I take that as a yes. Holy crap. God damn, that nearly gave me a heart attack. Hello? Is anyone in there? Holy... Someone just said hello. My name is Ian. I've got chills. I don't know if it's a good idea. Whoa! Whoa! Did that just move? That door just opened even more! Even more! I'm getting a really eerie feeling in here, guys. Oh, what was that? Oh God, get me out of there. Oh God, damn. That thing just launched right at me. This fence is in the way. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. What the hell? What the hell is going on? The light just went out. It literally just went out. Who is in here? I can barely even see in there. The mesh. And I can see enough. Enough to know that there's no one in there. I mean, why would there be? It's locked. There's no way to get in there. I think I'd be more freaked out if there was an actual person in there. What the hell is that? Do you hear that? That sounds like banging sounds. I think I know where that's coming from too. No way this is happening. No way this is happening. Oh, oh, do you hear that? Oh, dude, that is literally Smiling Jack's door. And he's banging on it. And now it's completely stopped. Give me a sign that you're here with me. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy. Smiling Jack, are you in there? I just heard a voice echoing in there. Holy frickin' moly! What the? Oh my god. That sent a jolt down my spine. It's like glowing. It's glowing. There's shadow in there.
I already get uneasy around statues that look like people, and angel sculptures are no exception. So if anything paranormal happens near them, I'm out of there immediately. The campers in this video were just enjoying their night when things took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, eerie screams filled the air. Screams of fear, desperation, or maybe even something chasing its prey. Whatever it was, it sent them running for their lives.
Hear that? Get Trevor. Austin, get the light.
Hey! That was not an elk. Where's that coming from? Get my keys. Oh, get ready.
Everybody, get in my truck! Hear that?
Would you stick around to find out what was making those bone-chilling screams? Or would you have run away even faster than these campers did? On December 20th, 2024, a user named JLane310 recorded a video in Las Vegas, Nevada. It quickly went viral on Instagram because of the strange and unusual event it captured.
Whoa.
Recorded from inside a car, the video captures strange lights moving quickly across the sky. Some viewers believe the lights are just reflections from car headlights on the window. However, others argue that their unusual speed and random movements make that explanation unlikely. Some people in the comments said sightings like this are common in Las Vegas, and even shared their own experiences. Jaylene replied to one comment, explaining that the car window was down while recording, which is why traffic sounds can be heard in the video.
freaking battle. Whoa.
Despite all the theories, the video remains a mystery, keeping viewers intrigued by what might have been seen in the Las Vegas sky. A driver was looking for a parking spot at a national park when he spotted another parked car and a bear.
Oh, ai văzut?
Ce prost e, Doamne, cât de dobitoc e.
Mamă, ce i-a băgat mâna în mașină.
Someone in the car made the mistake of trying to feed the bear. Instead of taking the food, the bear lunged at the person's hand and even shoved its head through the window, trying to grab hold. Luckily, the man pulled his hand back just in time to avoid a serious injury. If he had been even a second slower, it could have ended in disaster. In this video, a doctor got done with his work early and had 30 minutes free. Instead of taking a break, he chose to help his co-workers by delivering supplies and doing small jobs, something he often did that made him Employee of the Month. But on this day, his helpful attitude led him to a scary encounter with something supernatural.
Se acaba de caer un roco. Se está moviendo este. No veo nada.
Suddenly, various items in the room started falling one after another. Even stranger, the tray the doctor was carrying seemed to move on its own, as if an invisible force was controlling it. Panicked, he quickly reported the incident to the office, where he was assured they would look into it, especially since he was a valued team member. However, the footage cuts off here and no further updates were given, leaving us to wonder what happened next. On Christmas morning, 2024, social media user Soysere was opening presents with her daughter. One gift stood out, a doll that could walk and sing with the press of a button. At first, it seemed like a harmless toy, but something about it felt off. Just days after getting the doll, Soysere noticed it would turn on by itself. Feeling uneasy, she shared a video of it on her social media.
A esta muñeca se la regalaron a mi hija, esta ahorita para Navidad. Y resulta y resalta que me quedé sola yo aquí en mi casa hace como que unos 2 o 3 días. Y yo estaba acostada cuando sola empezó a sonar y de la nada empezó así pues a caminar. Pues, a ver, vamos a tapar así. Pero si se dan cuenta no tiene absolutamente nada aquí porque yo todo le quito. Pues mira, si le tocas absolutamente todo se le quita, mira. Mira, si se dan cuenta le estoy presionando duro, mire. Y no tiene para decirle que, es que tiene las pilas, tiene esto, ¿no?
Even after taking out the doll's batteries, it still turns on by itself. Soysere decides to keep it in her room after it starts to frighten her daughter. That's when she captures this moment on video.
Esta muñeca no para de moverse, estoy aquí acostada y mira, fíjate, no deja de moverse, no deja de sonar sola, yo no la he tocado absolutamente para nada, la he tocado para nada, la he movido y mírala. Y estoy totalmente sola, o sea, es en serio, no hay nadie. ¡Ay, Dios mío santo! ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Hola? Y es que no hay nadie, o sea, yo estoy sola en la casa, mira. No te estoy mintiendo, estoy totalmente sola aquí en la casa, la niña no está. Porque pues la niña está ahorita con mi mamá, la niña no está. ¿Soy yo o la maleta se movió? ¿Quién está ahí? Virgen Santa, Virgen Santa. Esto se acaba de mover hacia mí. Se sigue moviendo hasta ¿cómo se llama esa cosa de allá abajo? Estoy toda nerviosa. No hay nadie. Yo estoy totalmente sola aquí en la casa, mira. Estaba acostada. Ya está bien tarde. Son como la 1, las 2 de la mañana. Y esta bendita muñeca empezó. Ya me hasta miedo tocarla. Empezó sola a moverse, a cantar. Intentaron abrir esta puerta. Intentaron abrir literalmente esta puerta. ¿Hola? No, pues que yo sé que no hay nadie porque yo estoy sola, pues. No hay absolutamente nadie aquí. No tengo más que claro, no hay nadie, mira. Aquí estoy yo totalmente. Padre Celestial, ¿soy yo? ¿Estoy mal o hay alguien allá parado? Esta cosa se está... Mira. Va para el cuarto de la niña. ¿Te das cuenta? Mírala. Va para el cuarto de la niña. ¿Qué tienes? Muñeca. Tengo nervios de tocarla. Pues ya son, ¿qué les digo yo? Las 2 de la mañana. Miren, van a ser las 2 de la mañana. Ya fui, ya miré, no hay absolutamente nada. Absolutamente nada. No se logra ver bien por el vídeo. Pero no hay absolutamente nada en el patio. Y pues, vaya, estoy totalmente sola. Totalmente sola, no hay nadie aquí conmigo. No hay absolutamente nadie. Uy, la muñeca. Mírenla. Detente. Detente, te vas a caer. Detente. Miren. Y no deja de moverse. ¿Se dan cuenta? Les grabé absolutamente todo lo que pasó con ella.
As the doll seems to walk toward her daughter's room, Soysere asks it what it wants. But of course, there's no answer. Then, the creepiest thing happens. Something moves outside. At first, she thinks it might be her reflection, but viewers point out that it moves on its own. Soysere and her followers believe the doll might be cursed or possessed. One person even suggests that the doll is trying to let whatever is outside into the house. What do you think? Could this doll be cursed? Marcus and his team were exploring an old, abandoned sports stadium when they suddenly heard loud, repetitive banging coming from the changing rooms. The stadium had been shut down for years, so they were shocked to realize they weren't alone.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar, no sé yo, estoy podrido, la concha de la lora. Tengo mi linterna, no sé para qué enviar la clase. Dios. Puta que te parió. La puta que te parió. Concha de la lora. La concha de la lora. Pero como mierda puede ser que no haya nada. Ay. Ya es la tercera vez. Tercera vez que entro y no hay nada. Dios, me quiero ir. Me quiero ir.
The team carefully made their way to the ground floor, where they saw a wooden door opening and closing on its own. They were completely puzzled by what they were witnessing. Deciding to investigate, they stepped inside the room, but there was nothing that could explain the door's strange movement. What made it even more confusing was that the stadium had no known history of paranormal activity. To this day, no one has been able to figure out what happened, leaving the mystery unsolved. Maria Martin is celebrating her friend's birthday when something unsettling happens, making her believe a ghost is involved. As Maria and her friends watch the birthday girl blow out the candles, things take a spooky turn.
Que no es un fantasma aquí, ¿eh?
No lo sé. Que no me lo han soplado.
No, no se ha soplado.
Es broma.
Mira, creía que había sido. Estoy haciendo una broma.
¿La habéis grabado?
The candles suddenly go out, but Maria's friend never got the chance to blow them out herself. So, how did it happen? Maria even moves the camera to show other candles on the table, which are still burning. After posting the eerie video online, her followers ask for more details, so she shares an update.
Subí un vídeo con mi amigo en el cumpleaños de una de ellas, en el cual se apagan las velas de manera un poco misteriosa, sin que nadie esté soplando o nadie esté cerca. Aquí tenéis el vídeo a cámara súper lenta por si alguien ve algo más que nosotros no veamos, que sea más experto sobre la dirección del fuego que puede haber pasado. Realmente ella no estaba soplando y es que en la dirección en la que vemos que viene no había nadie, porque es que el resto estábamos detrás cantándole. O sea, no sé, nos quedamos todos pues que ya veis las siguientes reacciones.
Some viewers believe a ghost might have blown out the candles, but what do you think? How did they go out? Share your thoughts in the comments. Casey and Colton from Mindseed TV head to Hinsdale to investigate a house with a dark history. The place is rumored to be haunted, with past exorcisms performed to rid it of a violent entity. Reports of eerie sightings and aggressive encounters drive the team to dig deeper into the mystery.
There's this one specific display case with a doll in it, glass enclosure, magnetic latch, and Casey says, it says do not open, do not touch.
Oh, this is the section earlier that was mentioned with this kind of Annabelle type doll in the case.
Mm-hmm.
Says do not open or touch, management. Thank you.
What does it say?
Yeah, there was like a couple fires here, and I guess the dolls made it out. Or see what this doll looks like. It's missing an eyeball.
There was like 2 dolls inside of it. One of them had like a missing eye.
It's a trip.
Do you think
Him being him, he decides to open the door. I don't think that was a good idea. I was advising against it. You can even hear me on camera saying, I don't know, man, at your own risk. I mean, at your own risk.
Oh, look.
Is it open?
It is. Is anything attached to this item? You're willing to communicate with us tonight in a respectful manner. Okay. Well, that's that. If you see my eyes roll to the back of my head,
Try it with the EMF detector.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea too, huh? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. My hand feels weird.
Yeah?
Like
for touching it?
Like crampy. Yeah.
That's I mean...
Like sore.
Interesting.
100%. Like from my pinky to my thumb, kind of sore.
I didn't feel any pain in it throughout the day earlier, but after I touched the doll, I started cramping up, which I found kind of weird.
That's weird.
All right, we'll see how it changes as we go.
Yeah.
Also, weird. I noticed that there are some trigger objects in here. Like...
Oh, yeah.
More wind chimes.
Inside, Casey opens a box holding a supposedly cursed doll and even touches it. Unfazed, the duo keeps exploring the house, capturing every eerie moment on camera.
That ghost over there on command. Can you make that ghost start moving? It's 100% still right now. If you start moving that, if you could rotate that ghost, that would be incredible if you could show us that you're here right now. Even the slightest little movement or turn would indicate that you're present with us.
Also, just to not be rude. If there's someone in here present, we would love to see you move this ghost in the corner. I don't even know that you can move that ghost in the corner.
We've heard that you don't like being provoked.
Yeah.
Right? So,
and no disrespect, we're not trying to provoke you, but at the same time, wow.
It's moving. Did you see that?
Yeah, ooh.
It's moving. Look, look, look.
$100 and a pack of cigarettes to anybody in this room that can move that ghost.
A pack of cigarettes. Shh. You hear like footsteps?
Yeah.
You heard that, right? Just now. Yeah. That sounds like footfalls.
Is that the toy? Like a jingle of some sort, like ding ding.
Like a little tiny like ball or something, right? If that's you making noise upstairs, can you do it again? Can you do it down here? Hello, hello. Is anybody here with us? Can you let your presence be known?
Right below my feet.
Keep making noise.
After recording strange events for a while, Casey and Colton step outside to take a break, but don't notice anything new. However, when they go back inside, they find something disturbing.
And as we had entered the living room, I noticed something absolutely horrifying. Look at this.
That's not good.
No, come here, look at this.
I'm seeing it.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
It's not just open, it's like hanging out. Look at this.
That's not good.
No, come here, look at this.
I'm seeing it.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
I'm 100% positive that I closed the case.
Was that close when I got it?
It was 100% closed. I closed it. And that doll was way further back in there, bro. I have goosebumps all over my body right now.
Bro, my whole, it feels like I have pins and needles sticking in my arms.
I feel like I should close it, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
All the way out.
They see a door wide open, with the doll nearly outside. To stir up more activity, Colton stays inside blindfolded while Casey asks questions from the car. What they capture next is truly eerie.
Is whatever presence is here evil?
Beyond.
Are you upset that Colton is in there right now by himself?
Maybe so.
What is keeping you here? What is keeping you attached to this home?
Distress.
Is there more than one spirit present here?
Oh, yes.
How many? Can you give me a direct number? Is there more than one spirit present here?
Oh, yes.
How many? Can you give me a direct number?
As Colton sits blindfolded in a chair, the door next to him swings open by itself. Was this the doll's doing, or is there a logical explanation? You decide Rosanna had just bought a new house, but strange things started happening as soon as she moved in. Doors slammed shut on their own, loud knocks echoed through the place, and even her son had to stay with his father because of the disturbances. One of the creepiest moments was when her clothes drying rack suddenly moved toward her by itself.
Oddio.
She tried different ways to get rid of whatever was haunting the house, but nothing seemed to work. Rosanna stayed in a hotel before a priest came to help, but he couldn't fix the problem. If the activity is this intense, there might be something hidden about the land, or even some kind of sorcery involved. After moving into a new house, a man tried to relax on his couch when strange noises started disturbing him. He checked the kitchen, and everything seemed normal until a knife suddenly flew at him, sending him running back to the couch in fear.
Look, I'm really tripping out now. something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again. And I thought, coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking out. I am tripping. Really creeping me out. I ain't going by the basement door. Fuck that. Fuck that. There's something in this house with me. There's something in here. I'm telling you. No. No. No.
This guy might want to reconsider unpacking those boxes and find somewhere less hostile to call home. Nicole and her daughter have been dealing with strange occurrences in their home for the past 2 years. Her daughter even drew a tall, dark figure she claims to have seen. Josh, Rocky, and Sean investigated, with Josh experiencing the most activity. While alone in the most haunted room, he faced sudden temperature drops, pressure changes, and clear voices. As the night went on, knocks and footsteps became more distinct, making it clear something was there.
My name is Josh. This is Rocky and Sean. If there's anyone in here with us, we've got this equipment that you could talk to us. Can you hear us, yes or no?
Are we walking back here?
That's where they've seen the dark shadow down this hall. If you're in here, please give us a sign of your presence.
Who's the male that we keep talking to? Can you give me your name?
The frick is that?
I have no idea.
Sound like something like tapping on a glass or something?
Yeah. Do you talk to Nicole? Did you touch Josh? Or do something to his knee?
Yeah.
Where I can't, like, keep my legs still.
The hell was that?
They're here.
Oh.
Who's here?
Says mother's restless.
How her right legs are restless and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought I heard a woman.
That's freaking crazy.
There is.
And in this picture, the person in the back is really tall. I know there's even, you can put wards on this. Something out there. that knocking again. If you're over by the closet, hit something really hard. Whoa. Right there. Is there something in the closet that you want? What the hell was that? I'm not sure how much more I can take of this. It's like every time that thing I start hearing it off to the left. What the hell was that? It's like a cold breeze that just shoots right by me.
Tube. Ceiling.
Well,
It's coming.
Yeah, okay, I believe you. I believe something's coming. That's why I'm out. Okay. Keep talking.
Why are you here? I'm scared. It's outside, watching you.
If you are able to, please give us a message. Why you're here. That was so loud. Are you back in this hallway?
Follow path. Meet at end.
Follow path, meet at the end. Okay. Where you at? No way.
Feel my caring presence.
What is your name?
Eternally bright.
What the frick?
Over there.
Can I see you?
Some hauntings leave more questions than answers, but one thing's for sure. Whatever walks those hallways at night has made it clear that Nicole and her daughter are sharing their home with something that refuses to leave. A woman was taking a peaceful walk in Red Rock Canyon when she spotted something unusual.
I'm walking on this boardwalk. There's just a little girl following me, but she don't got nobody with her. And ain't nobody around.
At first, she thought the child was lost, but something felt off. The girl stayed at a distance, never speaking or asking for help. Then, in an instant, she was gone. One viewer commented, "She disappeared when you turned the corner. How is that even possible?" Another pointed out, "Her eyes looked completely black when I zoomed in." Some believe she could have been a ghost, possibly connected to the area's dark past, while others think it might have been something even more sinister, like a trap. Feeling increasingly uneasy, the woman left quickly after the child vanished. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.